Yep. All right. Howdy, y'all. We are back with round 4 of the Oklahoma Land Run. We're bringing to you Kelvin Wallace, another Eternal Weekend champion, the man who got Vaccine Bauble banned in Forge Combo. And we are facing off against Jake. Both teams are 3-0. This is the Table 1 feature match, and we're going to get underway here pretty soon. So we start off with the Volcanic Island. Into Ponder. Oh yeah, we will accept requests if you get to table 1. I mean, why would we not show you? Or if you win an Eternal Weekend, I mean, you're probably going to end up there. And so it looks like we have Volcanic Island into a Ponder. I don't know if maybe like Sneak and Show or something is a Volcanic Island deck. We got a Badlands, maybe some Rakdos Reanimate, like the classic Reanimator deck. No, we got a Lion's Eye Diamond. Is this Saga Storm? I am not as well versed in my Legacy as my Vintage, so we'll see how this all happens. And we've got the Squelcher comes down. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Saga Storm with cars, that makes sense. No, that is not Jake from State Farm. That's Jake with a Y. I get it because I'm a Benji with a Y. And we've got the Gamble. Oh, this is going to be a fun match to watch. I love watching some Storm. Uh-oh. Jake is getting taken for a ride early here. Kelvin is cooking. Car Storm. Okay, that's what we'll call it from here on out. Good to know. Oh, I've got an idea. Okay, so this is the Epic Storm. Okay, so it's not Saga Storm, it's the Epic Storm. I'm not as well versed in my Tony Scapone and Bryant Cook deck specifics, but it happens. Speaking of Bryant Cook, really nice guy. Played against him at Eternal Weekend one time. Nothing but love for him. All right, so we've got our 7s. Let's see if Kelvin drew some good stuff or just some stuff. Yeah, we had Lotus Petal. I guess we're into the next turn, so the Storm doesn't matter. But yeah, I think there were 3 artifacts, the Squelcher, the Gamble, and the Echo. So I think 6 is correct, Zan. Wait, Bonge was saying that Gabe is... I have Gabe as the Vintage seat, I think. But yeah, what I have is Gabe Swarcy in the Vintage seat. So if this one ends up quick, we can definitely swing over. Yeah, okay. Yep, this is Legacy. Yeah, I was confused if I had the names wrong, so thank you, Bonjour. But yeah, we can definitely check out Gabe too. And they are a stacked team. If you know Magic Online and stuff, their modern player is Garrick Relentless. If I recall, Chicagoland Killer, but yeah. All right, so it looks like Jake had a pretty nice Echo, to be honest, coming out quick with a Show and Tell into Atraxa and a sneak attack. Or no, it's a sneak attack and then... Oh, we Show and Tell Omniscience in. Okay, now I see what's going on. I didn't recognize that Omniscience art. So, yeah, see, you say that Don Vernaza is 3-0, so keep winning, he might get on there. But when I was looking at the team names, I certainly didn't see LeBlanco Flamo anywhere. Is that like the white flame? That's amazing. All right, and that'll do it. Wow. Kelvin with an unfortunate echo. Looked like you couldn't lose and didn't even get to untap again. You hate to see it, but when you know, as a chatter said, you know, it's a 49% win rate deck with a lot of hype. I think that's kind of what we saw there, to be honest. So, get the player sideboarding. Let's see. That one goes to Jake. We'll get that updated. Let's pop over and check out Gabe. All right, so here we are watching Vintage now. Looks like Gabe might be a Gymshark. And it looks like we're playing Lurrus Control here. Is it Esper? I don't see a... Oh, there's a Swords right there. Yep. We've got Esper Frog against Raker, maybe Jewel. Oh, there's a PO over there. So it looks like, yeah, Jewel versus Esper Frog. Typically a really rough matchup for the Jewel side. So we're really seeing Jewel get beat up on here in the early rounds of Trios. Well, I guess Edward did win and just went 1-1. So that's a bit of an overstatement. But yeah, impressive board over here from Gabe. All right, let's see what we got going here. One ring, not too impressive in the face of a Null Rod, but will grant some protection, so Gabe says, no, thank you. Pays a life, pitches a card, and there will be no ring today. Looks like the Psychic Fog is like 6 power, too, from that dice, so looks like we might be over here pretty quick. Here comes the squad. Looks like about 8 damage. Is that a time walk? Because that might do it. Yep. And we're on to the next one. Let's pop back into Legacy. Yep, they're just getting ready.
Attention Magic players, we are taking signups for the $30 entry pre-modern event at 2 o'clock. If you would like to participate in that event, you'll proceed immediately at the Game HQ booth at your nearest convenience. We're playing for a Frankston Dreadnought and a buy for any of the main events. Again, pre-modern, 2 o'clock, $30 entry.
All right, we'll shuffle it up. Let's see if Kelvin can get a little luckier here with those wheels. Looks like we've got both players keeping. Kelvin leads off. Badlands, Lotus Petal. Lion's Eye Diamond. We're not going to see a car here, I don't think. Are we just going to try and spin the wheel with an echo? And wow, chat is going wild for Kelvin. It appears that everyone loves someone who hates Vexing Bauble. And we've got Bill, who might be on a flight right now. Many of our chatters are only here thanks to, you know, flights and such. Yes, Kelvin did win with Vexing Bauble, but he did it because he hates it. He did us all a favor. By the way, hello, Harmony. Thanks for stopping in. Good to see you. All right, we are rolling some dice. Oh, no, we gambled away an echo? It doesn't... I guess it doesn't matter. There's a Lion's Eye Diamond in play. And yeah, Kelvin has decided not to wheel, so it is a sign that there's a Squelcher or something in hand. Oof. Well, I hope you get in the air soon, Bill. I had to sit on the tarmac for an hour before our flight took off, so I get it. All right, Kelvin with the Underground Sea. A beautiful copy at that. And we go for the car. I think that's spell number 1 here. Yeah, the top deck car does make this really weird. Sorry again about the shaking, y'all. I think it's the table itself because I went and tightened up everything in between rounds, and it doesn't seem like my my work did much, to be honest. All right, and so we've got a Squelcher coming in, or... Yeah, I'm gonna have to look at the legs of this table or something. All right, and we've got, looks like Force pitching Atraxa on, is that a second Lion's Eye? All right, we've got just Lotus Petal pass from Jake. Kelvin fires off a Dark Ritual right away. And flashes back an echo. Yup. And we'll spin the wheel and see what we get. Last time Kelvin pulled this one off and then just bricked while giving Jake the nuts. So certainly not over yet, but sometimes you're spinning. Spinning wheels and burning rubber, the fantastic car life, you know? It's a new world out there, you know? These frogs aren't safe. They're banned. All right, our players get a 7. Looks like Jake has picked up a Force, which is certainly going to be important here. Can't see too much from Kelvin over there. Xander likes the second echo and then the Squelcher. And yeah, I am certainly, I got to be honest, when it comes to Legacy Storm, whew, I am certainly not a format expert, let alone a Storm expert. So, you know, maybe Harmony can lead us through this one. Yeah, if that's another bad echo for Kelvin, it's just unfortunate because, I mean, the first game, Squelcher, echo, brick and die. Brutal. It looks like we're just going to surveil and ship it. Oh no, we got a Lotus Petal, and it looks like we surveilled to the top. And we've got the Squelcher. I don't think we've seen the Runehorn Hellkite in this match, so I'm not sure if we know if it's boarded out or in the list or whatnot, but you do typically see one of the Runestorms in these decks. Oh, they did show it to camp. Okay. I missed that one. My bad. Appreciate your death from above. Runehorn is notably weird. That is very true, Harmony. Play around it by brainstorming. Interesting. Oh, yeah, because it just draws from the top. It doesn't actually shuffle. Yep. Wow. See, this is why we have such brilliant players in chat. You know? Not everyone can make the land run, but if Harmony were here, I would not want to face her, that's for sure. All right, so let's see. It looks like we've got a ritual on the stack. Is that a Cabal ritual there? Yeah, I think it is a Cabal. Oh, is that a foil too? That's a beautiful card. LED. I think our storm is 3. There might be some more. Because we did the 2 rituals, the LED, the pedal, 4. Oh, the echo. Yeah, I forgot the echo was this turn as well. Yeah, okay, that sounds about right. Okay. Okay, yeah. We trust Harmony here. She's keeping count. I did not catch the card in hand. Maybe we'll see it here. We got pedal. Storm is beyond 4. I think it's 5 right now. And it looks like Squelcher down. Was that a snuff out? And is that it? No. Just doing some household cleaning, you know? Well, speaking of finding action, a Gamble's pretty good at that. All right, sounds like Harmony and Jake agree. Is that sometimes you have to force the gamble because it does give you access to so many different things, even in the graveyard. Like an Entomb. Rest in peace, Entomb. Gone too soon. So we've got a dice there. Here we go. And what are we going to discard to gamble? A lot of cards here. All right, goodbye, Mox Opal. I feel like that's not something Kelvin probably needed here. Pedal. Pedal. Uh-oh. Infinite mana. Harmony spots the guy's will in hand. We can suspend it, but it's not any good there. We want to cast it. Yeah, there's certainly plenty of tendrils. Yep. Looks like Jake has packed it in, and we'll be on to game 3. Let's see, maybe we can pop on over to Vintage for a minute while they're sideboarding. Pretty normal Storm game indeed. It is powerful and flawed. There's no doubt about that. So here we go. It looks like Gabe has a frog in hand again. Sam with 3 tombs, so life might be an issue. But I think that's a Karn the Great Creator in play. Not the best against Frog, but it's a good card. Not many lands in play for Gabe, so you know he's going to have some action in hand. Oh, speaking of action, though, that's some action for Sam with the Tinker. So we've got Karn and Key, so we probably just want to get... It's a little interesting. There's a Psychic Frog in play, so I guess it depends on our hand. You can get Jewel. With the 3 tombs, you probably can't really get Ring because your life has got to be so low. We are post-board, so I mean, maybe it's just like a Wormcoil or a Masticore, you know, one of those big creatures. But we'll let Sam make the call here. Yeah, it is Esper, so it's less likely to be a big creature. Yeah, it's just, you have to have a way to deal with this frog, otherwise you deploy the Jewel here and you do kind of just lose the game if you don't win this turn or have a PO or like it's just a dangerous line, but it is high upside. Yeah, I think I agree with you there, Harmony. Like, Jewel is looking good. This Karn can plus to make a blocker, but the frog will just fly over it. It does almost feel like maybe we are at 2 life because those tombs are not moving. Yeah, that's the thing is like tinkering for the Jewel, like we still have to respect this frog in some way, whether it's sink into stupor it or something. The Jewel deck is short on win cons, but I don't think that's really a huge problem against the frog deck. Yeah, the Karn does die and the vault's in the yard, which isn't typically a big deal, especially when you're playing like duel against a creature on the board, you can also just metamorph their frog or something like that. We will see though. Certainly no infinite turns going on. Because the only way for Jewel to get a Time Vault out of the yard is to Karn for Tormod's Crypt yourself, and then Karn for the exiled Time Vault. So it's a long way away from happening in this kind of situation. I would love to get Shadow Parker on here.
Sign-ups for closing soon.
And
We're playing 3 Modern, 2 p.m. Sign-ups are closing soon.
I guess, one thing I noticed is if we didn't tinker for Chaos Defiler, it looks like Sam is not on the Transmute Artifact version of the deck. Here we've got a big PO though, so it looks like Sam is in the driver's seat. And by the way, Harmony and RPS, I do know that Parker was at table 2, so there's a good chance that we'll be seeing some Parker in this event. I don't know if you're supposed to get Chaos Defiler because I don't really play a lot of Chaos Defiler, but if you do just kill the frog and put a 4/4 in play, it's going to be tough. Oh, thank you for the update, Bonjour. Oh, it's a 5/4. Okay, Harmony. I was like, I don't know what the 5/4 is, but yeah, okay. Yep. Oh man, I certainly do not know creature power and toughness as well. But yeah, Chaos Defiler 5/4. It's a whole different turn of a clock. I got to get better. It takes 3 metamorphs to one shot. That is some funny trivia. I love it though. All right, Karn comes back down. And if we have enough mana, like, this could be disaster for the frog side. If there is a sink, you can sink the frog and lattice, and that should be the game, assuming that you do play the lattice in the sideboard. But I know that some Jewel players don't like the lattice. I, for one, think we should be playing a lattice in the sideboard. Okay. Yeah, if you lattice first, it's kind of just... I can't think of a card that you would care about sink but not lattice. Yeah. Oh, yeah, and I'm bad with my weird arts. I'll be the first to tell you. Might as well get this updated here. Oh, bro. Extinguisher Battleship. What a card. I remember I was playing that in Standard as like, what is that deck where, I forget, but you remove all their permanents with like Moraine Regent and stuff. It's a fun one. Oh, we've got the heart on the Soul Ring. That's cute. I like it. Oh, yeah, Omniscience combo with the Kona. Exactly, Bonjour. Yup, yeah, Kona. And those the space station lands that come into play tapped. Those are fun. Cool design. And is that it? Looks like we might, looks like we're over here. So yeah, I guess let's pop on back. Looks like this one might be over too. Let's see if we got anything going on in modern. Is everyone just done at the exact same time? Looks like it. I'm going to run over and see if anyone's going to game 3 or if it's just done, and I'll report back in a minute. Oh my gosh. So Harmony, I don't know if you were here for it or not, but I was thinking it was so funny that like if I had like the head cam and I was like the refs in soccer where they go to the view and it's just like me running around, that would have been the dream. But yeah, we are done there. So we're back here and not a whole lot going on right now. We've got 15 minutes left in the round, so we'll probably take a little break. I'll probably get some more coffee. Definitely want to show off the art again that we got here. We've got our Land Run sticker. Very cute. And then Nicola Beeson, the artist of Tabernacle at Pendle Vale, and Caracas just happens to be here doing art, signing cards, showing off everything. So definitely want everyone to get out to a Land Run sometime. So if you can, it's great. But yeah, time for coffee. And I would estimate 20 to 30 minutes before we are back because, yeah, 15 minutes here, 5 to 10 minutes extra time, etc. So we'll see you all soon. And thank you so much for tuning in.